They've got ways to play out of the lanes. You know, they are on the greedier side. We saw in game 2 they can drag that game out. Absolutely in with a chance, a shot here at winning this best of 3. We are in the upper bracket of ESL One Birmingham closed qualifiers for Eastern Europe, of course. Here with Klee against Klim Sani4. Everybody smoked up, wandering across the map. Normal stuff. Are we going to see a first blood clash? That's what I want. Radiant team have got quite a good level 1 lineup here. To play aggressively into Klee.
All right, Gary, a question. Who's going to use Iron Shell in this game? Which hero? Put it on techies, he blasts off in the middle of them.
I'm like, Darkseer is going to... What is your question? Darkseer is going to use Iron Shell. What do you... I look to see, is there a Rubik? Am I missing something? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Lil looks pretty dead to me. Getting obliterated. As Klim Sani4 do come up into that dire ancient spot to find the techies. Yeah, your question's a good one. Who do you put Iron Shell on? I think it is you just Darkseer uses it the entire game, huh?
This is it. This is for me. Maybe one of the illusions. I think they just put too much thinking into this Venge plus Luna. I'm fine with Terrorblade. I'm fine with Darkseer. It's just the other 3 heroes. It needs to be something different. 2, like techies is fine. Pugna is fine. Just you need something else, like something to control them.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an overcorrection. We'll see how it fares, though. Young G in that mid lane as the TA. And going up against the Puck, one of those age-old matchups, which used to be very heavily TA favored, but I think now closer to 50-50.
Yeah, TA still does really good in this matchup. Like, as Puck, you can't, like, once she hits level 3, she hits level 5, you can't square up. That there's no way you're going to be taking off those refractions. So, yeah, good luck. He also got to buy an early shard to have some kind of a control. But, yeah, Puck later on does have Witchblade, does have phase shift attack, so that's one way to deal with refraction.
Courier's dying left and right. Lil gets one down bottom, Sweden Strong picks one up top. Vengeful Spirit kind of dragging 2 heroes away from the lane as well, giving Wankushi a bit of a safer time. And Pugna trying to trade hits with the Lion. First Spike always going to come out on top in this scenario, though. Give Cloud a couple of last hits here. As Terrorblade races up towards the top of the board. A good stun by Sweden Strong just secures that range creep at the same time. Parkour doing decently well here, 5 and 3. Getting those early denies super important. Lil going on a wander around this small camp pull. Just come around the corner, back in towards Blaze.
He's dead.
In serious trouble. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He dropped the reflection, but Cloud and Sweden Strong, maybe even looking for the bonus kill. Blood Grenade takes down the Lion, so at least the Pugna trades 1 for 1. But Kami dying there.
That was close. Lion had Fairy Fire available, didn't click it. If he got it off, he gets another stun. They kill Pugna as well.
Is that like first blood difference as well? Because they hit level 2 much faster than this TB. He's just cracked it now.
Yeah, it's what happens if enemy gets first blood or if they kill Observer Board. Sometimes you have this small window where you can play aggressive because you got to level 2 much faster. Oh. Well, TP out, going back to base, which leaves Darkseer alone against 2 range heroes, and that's no good.
Yeah, with Luna Blessing, just focus down the Iron Shell creeps. 6 last hits on the Darkseer. Not having a good time. And TA starting to pull ahead a little bit. Bottles out from both of them. Yeah, very much this is going to be Young G looking to farm up. Shiro Jr. can think about that level 6, level 7 rotation into one of these active side lanes, which they have. And Bounty Rune down bottom, kind of being guarded here by Lays. Iron Shell and some punches keeps respect away. And Small Camp, not going to spawn an additional time. Just an uncomfortable ride from the Dire side these early few minutes. And Terrorblade Closing in on 20 last hits. But that death definitely hurt him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get the farm. But there's always gonna be a kill threat onto this TB. Super squishy, no real saves. I don't think the Caripify is gonna save him. They have tons of burst damage against Puck, Lion, Mars, like even Luna.
Just continually blocking that small camp. No more pulls. No more messing around, respect. Good little sticky bomb there. Goes under Makushi. Venge completely out of mana as well.
Has 2 mangoes to work with, so if they want to play aggressive, they could just pop one and try to land a stun. Lace is relatively low in this bottom lane. Meta pop top. Just a casual spear to push him away.
Yeah, get out of here. Don't hit me with your metamorphosis, please. Just hit the creeps. I guess he's just wanting to use the metamorphosis, get it on cooldown, use it again in a little while. Reflection onto Cloud.
Well, look at that. They are running away. You can't stop them. If they decide not to take the fight, there's not much you can do about it.
Then they come back in, they stun you, and you run away. Woohoo!
It's, I, like, personally, this has to be one of the worst feelings in Dota, where you don't actually get to play the game. You're like, well, yeah, we gotta do something, but we cannot stop them. They're speedy, and yeah.
It's like you can't start anything.
No, it's just like you watch them, you want to do something. Look at the top lane.
It's like 20 minutes in, it's going, we'll wait on the high ground. We'll wait to see if you come to us.
Their high ground defense is also pretty bad. They have like traps and mines, which they did in the previous game, so that's good. But yeah, other than that, there's not much.
It's time to buy a Rod of Atos on TA or something. Like Rush Basher, Rush Scythe of Vice. Get some stuns on someone, please.
Well, try to make something happen in this mid lane. Plays down Observer Ward. Sees a little bit of that mid lane behind tier 1 tower. Let's see if he can land. Blast off. There it is. Well, can't stun him. He goes away.
And now they know that Kami's been left completely alone top. They rotate 2 supports into mid for this 6-minute rune and an attempt on Puck. TB, 1 hit away from death, right? Cloud has it. Easy peasy. 2 deaths on this Terrorblade. Not much gained elsewhere on the map either. As this is a rough run, rough from start to finish. Luna already 3,300 net worth. That acceleration doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon, as Chira Junior does make that first rotation. Level 6 coil available. Let's see if he needs to use it, because Lil is a speedy devil and nearly gets away with the Lucent Beam. Holds him in place just long enough.
Respect wants to steal enemy rune. He's already prepping for it. 30 seconds, leaving some solo XP for Luna. While on the mid lane, Young G taking the tower, at least trying to do so. There is coil, but the rest of the team is backing him up. Yeah, look at that. They just run away.
Man, like, I don't know, the dead, boredom in your voice when you say they just run away.
I just get surprised. Like, these guys been playing, some of the guys are, like, new, but everybody experienced it. Like, they didn't try to fix the draft. They did have the last pick, which is, you know, you want to utilize that, and now Respect's going to steal their XP rune. We saw Lil in the second game also struggling on the Steckies, being level 3, 8-9 minutes into the game. This game might be even harder.
And now TB, oh, the spear misses, whiffed completely. Cloud thought he had a freebie there. Doesn't land the combo. And Pugner now going to guard the Terrorblade, defend back against his Lion Venge who've come into the lane. At the very least, Klee, you know, tier 1 tower mid lane. Open things up a little bit. Templar Assassin having a good game, good time.
Yeah, he's farming a lot. 49 CS, did manage to take tower. He needs to be the driving force of the team. Like, for some of these towers, like, plant himself in front, get some damage done, and then maybe force enemy team to respond to that.
Maybe steal some stacks. Being built up in the Radiant Triangle for the Luna. Venge and Lion getting some nice little stacks going. And guarding the staircases as well. And Chira Jr. feels a little awkward with the tower being dead so early on. Just going to keep farming in front of his tier 2, it looks like. Could make another rotation up top if he wants to. Play into the Mars, who's probably the strongest guy on the map right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Luna with a Mask of Madness just gonna evacuate that bottom lane. No reason to stick around. Clear this camp and Twin Gate up top, probably. Oh, who's coming through here though? It's the Pugna. Heyo. And
see ya.
How do you stop this, Lacoste?
I could have backed them, but wasn't close enough. So they will mimic the movement, get the tower, and I could see them also running through the Twin Gates one more time and defending because Arena is up. They could leave Luna and go with 3. Let's see how bottom is developing. Half HP already gone.
And they're going for it. Not bringing the Mars though.
So they need to leave one hero that like shows in the lane so that they don't know what's actually happening.
Well, one thing they don't lack is tower damage. Pugna Blast, TB. A bit of punching from the techies.
TA, TB, TC. You know who TC is? It's
yeah,
Torrent,
the old Liquid player.
Yeah, no.
Torrent Chieftain?
Torrent Chieftain, yeah.
I was thinking...
It's the other Titan.
Yeah. I was trying to remember the quotes they had, right? There was TC and whoever else. They went to a tournament in China. And they did that intro video where they had some like, I am the pit of despair. Something like that TC had to say. He had some scripted line.
Cringe.
Do you remember that?
No. I don't want to remember that. Get it out of my brain. Now I'll think about it. That's how my brain works. I want to forget something, then I can't.
I'll try and find the video. I'll send it to you later on.
Yeah, we're fine. I'll block your number. And yeah, Roshan on Radiant side, they did defend the tower, and as we can see, they're farming okay on side of Klee. It's just that they can't really do much. Like they can't stop enemies.
Darkseer. Stun, into stun, into stun, into mana drain, into another stun. He vacuums back the Lion. Well, you can have all the stuns in the world, but if you don't have the damage, you can't kill them off. Now respect. Walled and killed. The damage from the TA. Pretty substantial. Shira Jr. has come to join the fight and then realizes there's nothing for him left to give.
You overextend, and that's about it. Also, I don't know if you've seen, but like this new build on TB, he goes for Vlad's, which is makes him squishy, but gives him lifesteal. Not that he needs, but you know, it's good. Gives him damage. Mana regen is the most important part, and also ability to push out the waves, because even if you use Conjure Image, it still works on the creep wave, so you can push waves harder.
It's like him and Morphling have found Vlad to be in a really nice place right now as a carry item. And Kami, of course, has a Manta Style queued up next. See how long it takes for the Terrorblade to be fight ready. Now, 11.5 minutes in, we still need a good 15, 16, 20, 30 minutes for the Dire team to scale and feel comfortable with a pretty greedy lineup they've got. But they're getting there. You know, Young G's farming through his Ancients, his Triangle. And Shira Jr. not really able to connect in a meaningful way onto these fights because Luna's farming. Mars is getting to his point of impact. 4-3, 12 minutes in. It's not as slow as game number 2. But definitely getting back into that flow of back and forth, farming key items, and really trying to pick important team fights that you know you can win.
Considering the second game lasted for 70 minutes, this is just a small part of the game. This is laning stage. I mean, as you said, they have a lot of tower damage on Klee. Both mid and off lane, both mid and safe lane, and even Pugna. Like, all you have to do is park yourself, hit the towers a couple of times, force enemy to do something.
Perfect. Of course.
Let's park the bus. Attempt on top. Sweden Strong tried the kind of long-range Earth Spike, but didn't connect on the TV, sadly for him. Backs up with the Mars. Maybe a bit of an overreaction from Klee to bring almost everyone up here. The Techies and Darkseer back down to bottom lane. TA clears through the jungle. And even more stacks being made on that left-hand side. You know, Lil's trying now to build things up, but man, Sweden Strong has been stacking and stacking for days on end. Oh, that little dragon didn't want to.
The worst part of building into Manta style, Blinkins, anything that builds pretty much from Ultimate Orb. I know that Manta doesn't, but I was thinking about like these recipes. You're like, oh, I'm close to Manta style. Recipes 1550. Oh,
Yeah, it's quite a big one. They kill
It's-
the Pugna. They've swapped the techies as well. Oh, that arena catches Kami down on the low ground. Bit of an awkward spot. Mars chucks the spear at him. But they'll be content with the Pugna kill, it looks like. Weird fight. I feel like some of them wanted to go for more. Not able to really get on that hype train to kill the techies or the TB. I don't know how much that actually pressures Klee either. They're still back to farming. You spent your arena. Now Lion trying to play with the puck.
Not much is happening. Sweden strong. 0 finger of death. 14 minutes into the game. They would definitely love to smoke up, get a kill on TB if they can. Because he's sitting at 900 HP. Like, he's super squishy.
Yeah, Finger of Death gaining +0 bonus damage. Very nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Terrorblade just sits back, farms out that outer ring of jungle camps. Dire have a pretty interesting observer ward in their jungle there. Actually dodges away from any sentries of the Radiant have come and placed down. And I believe, yeah, has seen the observer ward that was deeply placed by Swedish Strong. Cleared by Lil.
Radiant's bottom
More
tower
protection
is
and
under
safety
attack.
for the TB. And again, as this game drags and drags, TB and TA getting stronger and stronger.
Gift from the goddess.
1k gold lead for them. It's just a farm fest for now. I want to see Klimich just do stuff. Group up, Mars picks up the Blink Dagger and try to grab a kill.
Yeah, you've got all the stuns in the world, right? Just keep doing disables and damage. But look at this reaction coming in from Klee. Blast off the one stun they've got. Kills respect. They waited, bide their time, allow Klimich to come to them, and they'll get a couple of kills off the back of it.
That's
All
how you
right.
fight. You wait until enemy shows up and brings the fight to your doorstep. And they can't miss those. Like, blast off, can't miss, and vacuum. So these are your abilities to control them.
That's all you've got. You've got to utilize them to the fullest.
Even more stacks being made by Lil in the triangle.
Did Luna cleared her stacks, right?
She did, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's pretty high net worth. There's no way she's got stacks to fall back on as well. Oh, and Shira Jr. having a few struggles. That TA matchup, the tier 1 falling quickly. Hasn't really been able to connect. And yeah, the bottom lane fight didn't work out. It's been a tough one for the puck. Still a decent game. You know, lack of disables can give this puck a good time in wave cutting, getting out and opening the map a little bit for the team. It feels like there's been, a lack of synchronization. Maybe that gank on the TA should have been 4 heroes rather than just the kind of 2 or 3 that they brought up there. Maybe the Luna should be getting involved. Farming a little closer by, farming top lane. Instead of
there's
sitting
a
down
trap.
bottom.
With silence. So shard upgraded by Young G.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Lil. He's gonna be fine, it looks like.
Dogs here might not be though. Arena speared. Sweden Strong with a finger of death. Looks like he should have got that stack. And Lil, being tracked back by these illusions of Luna, tries to hide in the trees and drop some mines, blast off into the pit, but killed mid-air by the Lucent Beam.
Keep farming. That's what they need to do until they get big, or wait until the fight comes at them. Terrorblade going into Butterfly next. Dragonlance definitely needs to tank up a little bit more. But the thing is, they can split push as much as they want. Lion, Sweden Strong, yeah, just go for those illusions. That's free. Free gold for you.
Yeah. Oh, Luna making impact. Into the Roche pit we go. And she's starting to hit her stride now. And TB keeping tabs on that net worth board. Second place barely. Might catch up while they're doing Roshan, in fact.
Radiant's middle tower.
But you can definitely see the intent here from Luna, right? Mom, Manta, BKB. Once we hit that BKB timing, it's go. Push high ground, win team fights, close this one out. 25 minutes in, might be the door closing on Klee.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Klee, they have 2k network advantage at the moment, but yeah, Luna picked up the shard, which does increase her farming capabilities, makes her more tanky.
Your shard
You pop that. That's 25 mana. Literally nothing.
Yeah, just keep it going. And who's down bottom? So Chira Jr. still trying to like cut waves and hold them back. Don't let them have free reign in this bottom jungle where Young G is clearing through camps pretty quickly. Can't get the catch on the puck. Chira slippery as ever. Now backed up by the Luna in this spot. Yeah, one of those situations, you know, Dota, we love the fighting, we love the brawling, but there's definitely this mental game of dodging, ducking, diving, dipping away from danger. There's been some pretty good reads on the map by Klee to get away from these tough spots. Giving away a Pugna here, sure, but TB and TA still farming, still building up. You lose your tier 1 mid. Bit of map control for the Radiant, but doesn't feel like the Dire are like losing out drastically.
No, definitely not. But you know what Dota 2 players also like? A lot? Farming. Just waiting until the next item, and then waiting until the next item. And keep that on repeat. Munkushi dropping very low. They wanted to steal some of the stacks. Lil jumps in, but couldn't get it.
I heckin' love farming, you know. I think Anti-Mage is still my most played hero, and I've not played him in 2 years. That's how much I used to love farming.
Radiant's top tower
There are 2 heroes in Dota 2 that I dislike playing with, Anti-Mage and Shadowfiend. Do nothing heroes.
Yeah. Pudge as well. Pudge is like 50-50. Either Pudge is godly and wins you the game, or he literally does nothing but grief.
Yeah, there's no in between.
No, there is not. Radiant. See a few heroes heading through that triangle. Pugna, Taki's TA, all swinging northwest. Kami's Terrorblade is up there. And Cloud nearby. I've got that blink on the Mars. So could see a jump if he catches a glimpse. Oh, that lane ward, right? Radiant see the TB moving.
They do. They know
exactly
this one
where
is
he is.
real. Just need a little bit of extra damage. Can't burst him with just Lion and Mars. Especially if they see other people approaching. Pugna sitting on top of the ward. And so is Techies now. So this ward, really high value.
Saw absolutely everything. Now they see them heading even further north. Maybe considering the Twin Gate. Cloud going to run forward, try and get a catch here. Techies blasting off across the trees. Cloud not able to connect with the spear. They've brought everyone up here. Klimich really wanted that team fight. They were itching for it. But again, Klee with these evasive maneuvers, get away from danger, continue farming. Darkseer in the TA. And building things up in that bottom jungle. It must be so annoying when you've got like Mars, Lion, Venge, and you don't see anyone, you know?
Illusions, like they clear, like TA shows up, one-shots the wave pretty much. Then you have Pugna blasting, some invisible iron shells on creeps. Lanes are being pushed in, TB with the illusions. So lanes are in a good spot for Team Klee.
Just chasing ghosts around. They're continually in fog. You can never see them. Mars out in the open a little bit in that top jungle. Just don't think Klee are intending on actually fighting or killing anyone right now. Just keep on farming.
You need to smoke, otherwise they're gonna see you with traps, with mines, with some like iron shells, TB illusions, whatever. If you're not smoked, you can't gank. And look at the amount of farm that they have. 4K gold lead right now on Klee.
Yeah. It's actually starting to become worrisome for the Radiant team, right?
They can't fight. No, it's like playing against Treant Protector, and there's the smoke. they need to Treant with the Ags. Like it's impossible to take a fight into. Let's see.
So
how they're gonna approach it.
I can imagine being on this Radiant team and just thinking, this isn't Dota. The enemy aren't playing Dota, right? This is not how it's meant to be. They're not fighting. They're not battling. They're not stunning. They're just pushing waves, farming. Radiant do scan. Like trying to connect into this Pugna, but there's mines on the floor. Nether ward dropped. Glimmercape is there. He's invisible. You can't catch anybody. And that's it. So you've given up your position now. They know exactly where you are. There's farm out on the map that needs to be claimed. So you come here, get nothing done, and then you run away. Now,
back to farming.
Does Mars run away? They know Luna has showed bottom, so you've got a 5v4 up in this top to mid lane area. Youngji and Kami chasing down Cloud. They don't have have any stuns.
Oh,
The
this
wall
is so
dropped.
funny.
I can't catch anybody. Oh!
5 heroes chasing Mars. He's like, okay, I'm good. Vengeful Spirit escorting him just in case they have enough slows or whatever, and then we'll get swapped out of trouble.
I don't know what I'm watching.
You know what? This
I
is
don't-
like the best game for Hand of Midas. I think
Yes.
you need to have like at least 7 in this game, because this game might go on for at least
I'm in
50,
physical
50,
pain.
60 minutes.
I'm in physical pain. I need someone to buy a Scythe of Ice or just a Rod of Atos or please, a Yule Scepter, anything.
Nothing. No Blink Dagger on Darkseer. TA does have Blink Dagger, so that's something. She can blink in and attack, but they can still run away.
All right, Chira Jr., Invis, Blink, Kaya. Let's go. Go kill some heroes. Get some. Cloud nearly up to his BKB, it looks like, just recipe remaining. And again, they bring a few numbers down to this bottom lane, but there's no one here to play with.
Invisibility.
When's Roshan? Minute and a half? Yeah, we'll wait for next Roche.
Yeah, it's time to try and kill that second Roche. Just secure it so the enemy doesn't get it. I don't know why Young G bought Deso, to be honest. I mean, they're not gonna be killing anyone. They're not gonna be fighting, so he will not be getting any extra damage. Jokes aside, I mean, it's TA, so Deso's good always for pressuring the towers. And once they group up, you're gonna see how fast these towers die. TB, Pugna, TA with Deso.
Yeah, I mean, this tier 2 bottom might be that objective they go to claim right away. Let's see, can they race it? Top tier 2 being pushed by Munkushi. Luna alone. Down bottom, the TB's up onto that Radiant tier 2, and they've already glyphed it on both sides. Munkushi's just gonna hold out and wait. The creeps have fallen, but the tier 2's still open to be taken. And Young G has already cleared it out down bottom. The full force of Team Klee starting to move towards the enemy high ground. 26 minutes in, they've not done anything yet. But they're pushing high ground and killing off Sweden Strong, and a few swift strikes of the side blades. They've taken down the Lion. Chira Jr. jumps in. TB's low. Can they save him up? Kami in trouble. Now he's fallen. Munkushi
Gonna get
gets
the
the
Sunder off.
takedown. Important kill there. Pre-Sunder onto that Terror Blade. Lays, Young G looking to try and skip, hop, and jump away with a little skipping rope there at the docks here. So high ground held. TB dead, and Team Klee got to back up.
Oh, they got what they came for. They got some tower damage. They showed that they can also fight. Like, they do have enough damage on their own. They have sustain, Glimmer Cape on Pugna, Decrypify, Life Drain, and Guardian Greaves plus Pipe and Darkseer. So that's a lot of sustain on their side.
Illusion.
Yeah, it's another one of those positions. Like, if Klee can choose where the fight happens, they are probably favored. But if it's Radiant who are getting the pick, getting the catch, or the vision, whatever it might be, choosing where they fight, there's a little bit more safety in the amount of stuns and crowd control, team fight capabilities they've got. And walking into a TB meta and TA traps, always a scary prospect. Close to 2 minutes for Roche to respawn. Already just sitting in the pit. I mean, what else is the Venge gonna do?
Well,
His job right now is
not
scout
much happening.
Roche.
He does have Philly Stone, so he's pretty happy about that one.
Oh, hell yeah. Cloud jumps in. Arena's the Pugna. Spears and pins him up, but that's a lot of protection. Klee keep the Pugna alive. Focus now shifts to the Terror Blade. Very tanky fella with a pipe on him. Tries to charge forward in towards Sweden Strong. The wall is dropped. Lunar Illusion's out. Protection is there through the shield, and a Finger of Death onto the TB. Pops the Mountain. He's the Sunder. Can he get it off?
BKB.
He's running back. He's surged up. There we go. Kami down. Lil follows into the grave, and the Radiant resounding victory in this fight, all thanks to their team fight control and stuns. Disabling the Pugna on the way out, stopping his TP, and in about 40 seconds, Roshan's going to be awaiting them as the prize in the pit.
Yeah, TB can't hit anyone. Like, he needs someone to... Look at his damage. 286 damage dealt by Terrorblade with meta, which is, you know...
2
relatively
hits.
low. Pretty much might be just one. It's one hit probably on 2. But yeah, and then they pop their BKB, so he can't even Sunder. Gets swapped out, breaks the coil, and that's it. Again, so many ways to break the coil. Even like God's Rebuke if they're on the edge of it, Spear, and of course the swap. They're gonna start scaling. Like Puck is a mean late game hero. He went for Kaya Sanj this game. Not sure if it was necessary. Like there you have literally no stuns, so your like Sanj is not gonna do much. I think he should have gone greedy. Just Maelstrom into Aghanim Scepter Shard.
Yeah. Just go greedy.
They do have silence on T8 trap, so that's like something, but I guess that's the only reason why he should picked it up. But yeah, now Roshan, your favorite one. I think in this series, Roshan died like 10, 11 times.
He's definitely suffered in these couple of hours of gameplay, that's for sure. And nothing to stop them from taking this. And Kushi with his, I don't know, 10th Aegis of the series. And now time to get out on the map. Lines drawn, push out mid, take control of top, get towards that dire base and finish them off. And the lead has swung back towards the Radiant now. Yeah, from 4k plus for the Dire back to 3k for them on the Radiant. Young G's got some work to do. Nullify queued. Lil pushing out this bottom wave. Cheeky fella with his mines. You gotta be careful. Never know who's... Or, oh, I guess they got a high ground ward, so he does know who's around the corner.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Time to take out this tier 2 tower on the mid lane. In terms of tower damage, like Luna needs to be there. They might even go for the high ground. We've seen them fighting exact same spot with Luna in the previous game for good 30 minutes. But this time, they need to stop them. Like your Luna's hitting your high ground with Solar Crest on top. Someone needs to do something. Some vacuum, decrypify, whatever. Techies. Oh.
There's the wall.
Well,
and then...
Will just killed the whole creep wave bottom, so that's gonna stop the push for a little bit, but they also do have one creep wave approaching.
Yeah, steals the Wisdom Rune. TB Illusion's coming in towards tier 3. Chira Jr. should be able to clear this out before too much substantial damage is done. It's a little bit annoying, a little bit awkward, but the Radiant, look, they'll clear it out. They'll get the job done. Back into the aggressive posture they need to be in. Terrorblade finishes off a BKB of his own. He's pretty monstrous, this Terrorblade. Just needs to be able to use Sunder once. In the last 3 fights, he's failed at the last hurdle because of the BKBs, because of the swaps, the abilities from this Radiant squad, the stuns just to stop him from doing anything. Now with a little bit of freedom, potential is there for Klee.
They need Nullifier, they need TB with a BKB, which he does have, and some kind of a control. I think Darkshire, I see a Blink Dagger, this is fine. Your next item, I think it, like, even though you're playing against Luna, so you would want to pick up Normal Punch, I think you need to get Hex. Like, somebody needs to have Hex to control this Puck, because it's going to be super difficult.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, he's still fighting into Aegis Cheese. Difficult times. Not pushing straight up to high ground though. Luna has gone back down bottom, clear out some waves, get into a better position in that dire triangle. Play the two-pronged approach into both lanes, mid and bot. Klee are coming out of their base though, all smoked up. TB is not smoked. I don't know if he's been spotted. There's a interesting Radiant Observer ward a little deeper there on that bottom lane that might have seen them coming. Looks like Klimich do feel a little turbulence on the map. They know that something's not quite right. No one's showing, no one's farming. And high ground is broken here. Luna straight up towards that top lane. Oh, Team Klee, they've got to get into position. Here's Chira Jr. A little poke and prod, jump in and out, give Luna the space and time to clear her barracks out. Monkushi gets tapped by the Meld Strike as Klee, they force them back.
Alright, Pagna with Shard does pretty much the same job as Lion, kills those illusions from Luna instantly. So at least that's something. I like what Chira Jr. has in his quick buy. Just boots of travel. I think it's time to pick it up. And they can never end the game. You can go and cut the creep waves as long as you want to.
They're just cutting on cutting. Techi's cutting, TV's cutting, Puck is cutting. Very difficult map to play. Oh, is that real TB? Ooh. Oh, illusion. Sees them waiting in the wings. Luna is alone down bottom, just pushing forward. As Klee, again, have come out of their base, looking to play aggressively. They don't want to get stuck and bogged down in a glaive battle against Luna. But look at that rune that spawned. Bottle handed over. Wankushi picks it up. And Klee going to take out the Tormentor. At least getting something in the meantime. There's some good vision here from the Dire team, but I don't think it's going to last too long. You know, they've got Gem here. Reveal it all. And that one Radiant Observer has stayed standing for quite some time.
Luna's going in. DD wants to finish off these barracks. There's like so much stuff on the ground. These traps, bombs, whatever you want to call them. Some
Sentries.
TB illusions. Like there's always something. They could go for some split push action, slow chip. One guy is top, someone's mid, someone's bottom. They can't stop you. Like they don't have any abilities to insta stun you with. Maybe with like Darkseer Vacuum, but you're also fine with sacrificing one of your heroes if you can get something else from their base. A tower, 500 damage to a tower. All this chip damage sounds really good. Now they're going to be grouping bottom. Luna Illusions will be mid, which does shrink the map for Team Klee. They're not getting too much out of it.
Yeah, it's been pretty constricted for quite some time, hasn't it? You know, really confined to their base and maybe a little bit of that top lane. Chira Jr. with his gem, just making it incredibly dark and scary to come out of the base. There's Team Klee right now. It should be a simple tier 2. No real defense being mounted by the Dire squad right here. They do show Lil, and Chira, he's in. Coils up a couple. Arena's decent from Cloud, spearing up one. Kami's on the outside, slowing the Mars on his retreat here. It's an in and out from Clemage, it looks like. TP from Cloud. He's not allowed to get away with this. Does get stopped in his tracks somehow.
Okay, I mean, they are strong when they're together, having TB, hitting people, but they have a lot of sustain, throwing in Glimmer Cape, Solar Crest, so you have both physical, magical barrier, and then Life Drain from Pagna. Pagna's going for Hex till the end, getting closer to it.
I mean, it was kind of an odd one there. Oh, hang on, Young G. Is he getting jumped in the mid lane? Pops BKB. Physical damage is coming pretty heftily. Luna, though, vac walled back by the Darkseer. Pugna's in with a life drain as well. Monkushi turns with the BKB as they jump in with the techies, and they'll blow up Lil, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. He's tanky enough. Glimmer Cape and a bit of shield given over to him. Buys the time for Lil to survive. A lot expended by Monkushi there. BKB, Eclipse, and all the good stuff used up and nothing gained.
They didn't lose the gem in the previous one, but the items are starting to pile up on Klee. Daedalus now on Templar Assassin, Terrorblade. You did mention his BKB, which is still 9 seconds because he doesn't need to pop it, and going into the Fusel Blade / Disperser. And that's gonna way of him dispelling things on himself, speeding things up, and yeah, then maybe that's gonna be their chase potential. Disperser onto multiple targets. They group up and they go together. Zoom in.
Very good. I mean, was that like miscommunication? Chira kind of jumped in, was buying space, then Cloud committed.
Yeah,
It felt like
it did feel like they were not on the same page, whether they need to go back or if, like I felt that they're gonna go for like Arena into some like split push action, maybe chip some damage into the mid. Top is pretty open. Coil.
easy as you like. Aghanim upgrade for Chira there, making short work of the green Skelly boy. Got some tier 4 items coming out as well. Ninja gear. I think I saw the Ancient Guardian on the puck. Nice bit of bonus damage. I think Ninja gear is honestly my favorite tier 4 item still.
Even after the nerfs, I feel like it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. Like they did add longer cooldown. You also can't use ninja gear, put it in the backpack, and use other items. So that's the big part of it. It's still a strong item.
Yeah, I guess I usually just play, supports who hide in the fog. Having perma smoke almost feels really good. Gonna be nice here for the Venge. You can sit back, smoke, and look for the swaps. That barracks is still somehow standing. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's resilient stuff.
It's the
volcanic rock.
It's the same barracks from the last game.
It's still there! How has it done that? Right, Mankushi. Oh yes, look at those glaives.
I think those glaives need to be upgraded to look slightly different. It feels like it's not finished. Someone like did 50% of the job, and they're like, okay, just add that. Like
it looks like it's from Red Alert 2 or something.
Yeah, it really does. It's like 4 more things circling around Luna.
Needs more polys. Well, here we go. Roshan fight time. Oh, is he swapping to Radiant? Is that why they're going to the Twin Gate? Considering.
Would you look at that, huh? Roshan, Gary. And they're
Another
doing
one.
It dies so quickly. Jesus.
Yeah, they were thinking about swapping through the Twin Gate for that Radiant Roche, but they've got it. They've got it done. So what, Ag's given to the Luna. Oh, hello, Sweden strong inside the pit down south. Templar Assassin caught in the arena, though, now. Can we get her out of there with a finger of death? A lot of damage coming on the left-hand side. The back and the wall is good, though. Look at the TB opening up on Makushi. Matastar's used, but the Aegis is down. Terrorblade from the high ground, raining hellfire down on top of this Radiant side. Trying to chase the Luna back.
Oh, he got him.
Chira Jr. is gone, though, as Young G shreds through them. Templar Assassin and Terrorblade killing them off one by one.
Again, through the gates. This is how it's gonna be, it seems.
Oh, baby.
And they have damage. Like, once they group up, their team fight is super strong, fighting into wall, creating, like, Venge Illusion out of the wall, giving you extra damage on top of Terrorblade, TA, who just deal tons of damage. And they're gonna go for the high ground right now. Chira Jr. does have buyback. It might be time to use some buybacks if you want to save those barracks, because without buybacks, you're not gonna do it.
No, double catapults. TBTA. Tier 3 gone. And
meanwhile,
the disappear.
On the top lane, these melee barracks still standing. they used 2 glyphs, and now they're kind of losing the game. Look at them speeding it up.
No way. Are they going?
Disperser. It's a lot of damage.
Holy moly. That's a tier 4 gone. Swap back though. TA, Young G, stunned up and killed. This game just gets weirder and weirder. Interesting. Young G dead. Buybacks available. Luna lost Aegis. They still have cheese on the Venge. Radiant are all respawning now as Klee come in and clear out a lane of barracks bottom.
Now they're going for the push. I love like some of these fights where you think you can end the game, you go, you fight, suddenly you die, enemy does the same thing, they push towards your base, they die, and then you keep repeating that.
It's back and forth Dota, isn't it? Go one way, go the other.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Cycle through those buybacks. I mean, Luna, 41,000 net worth. 10k ahead of the Terrorblade right now. Oh, how are we looking on buyback status? We're gonna need some of them soon. Dire team have Techies TATB ready. Oh, the wall vacuum, arena back in from Cloud, guarding the Luna. Down goes Laze. Darkseer dead, no buyback for him. Dead for 69. Cloud gonna get shredded by the TB inside the arena. Dies. No buyback for him.
It's time for Klee to do the same thing, run down the mid lane, and maybe get a tower, die, and then you let Klimich go. Luna, like, she did go for a very interesting build. She did go for Bloodthorn, which is, you know, a bit of a unorthodox build, I would say. Especially since there's Pugna on the enemy team, and he can easily drain your illusion. So maybe it's more about attack speed, controlling TB, controlling some of these heroes, having that silence. But yeah, Butterfly also feels nice against TB, against Templar Assassin. It's all physical.
I'm really struggling to like get a read on this game. Like, who's strong, who's powerful, who's gonna make the next move? You know, quite often we can find ourselves in these, you know, cycles of this is what's gonna happen. The algorithm says this. This is the flow chart of Dota, right?
Yeah, what does Dota Plus say? Let's see what Gaben thinks about this game.
A mess. 60-40. Klimt slightly ahead there.
Okay, he's just reading the numbers as we are doing.
That XP and net worth graph, though, up and down, up and down.
Oh, Luna with Kanda, with level 20 talent, deals a ton of damage. It's just... This hero also dies very quickly. No butterfly, no evasion whatsoever. So if they focus her down, there is one Hex. There's now double Hex available. So fights are going to be much different. I'm actually favoring Klee. Considering the situations they're in with double Hex, I think they can pull it off. The one thing that they were missing throughout this whole thing is lockdown. Some kind of a stun, something that can keep them in place so TB can deal damage. But yeah, now with 2 Hexes, I think things are going to change quite a lot.
Ah, the potential is there. Look at where they're coming from. Oh, Luna is smoked up in that ninja gear. Gathering up with the team all together now. Was that a gem on the floor? It sure is. Chira Jr.'s courier, I think, was carrying that around, so now Lil's got it in his hands. Wait, are Radiant going to go and try that barracks up top? Because they're losing their base like TB illusions. They can't keep going. They've got to come back and defend. Radiant are the ones on the back foot now.
What if we try one more time? There it is, Luna pushing in, but mines are already prepped. They need some big plays. I think the way they play this out is don't use swap defensively. Use it to break the coil. Puck is getting closer to level 25, so he's going to scale. Like, Puck level 25, he keeps them in place. This is going to be pretty massive. Still surprised that he doesn't have Shard available. This is the big one for me. You attack everyone. Your attack range plus 200 and also dealing extra 35 damage. Once you get to Parasma, it also reduces everybody's magic resistance. So that's pretty big.
Catch on techies, maybe. Lil's alright. And the 35 damage from the Puck Shard is like general, like it's not just on the phase shift attacks, right? It's 35 damage on every attack.
No, it's on phase shift.
It's only on phase. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Unless
it's like separate.
Unless I'm not. No, I think it's on. I think
only
it's on Shard
attacks.
only.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll test it out.
Because I'm just I think I heard like ability draft players know all these freaking weird little things. I think someone said to me it's like a flat. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe it was.
I'll disconnect.
Yeah. You go. You can test it right now in the middle of a 50-minute game where this could all change in a matter of seconds. 1 minute to next potential Roche spawn. And we know how late he has been today, though. Could be another 4 or 5 minutes. Bottom lane getting pushed in. Munkushi leading. Right up the staircase. Blinks forward onto tier 3. Needs some creeps to back him up. The backdoor regen protecting as they get in with a techie. Lil's blown up. No buyback. The vacuum only catching the Venge.
Has cheese available. We'll
still
not
dies.
eat it.
Magnum Scepter there. Cleared out as well. Gem on the floor. So 1 for 1. No buildings falling.
Some damage has been done to tier 3 tower. That's something. TB, Silver Edge. This item, I don't see this item being picked up in any pubs pretty much. It's it feels very lackluster, I would say. Doesn't have crit. I think that's the big one.
Yeah.
Different build-up. It's good in this game. Like, you can break Mars, you can try to burst him down. If you break Luna, this is pretty big. No Moonglaze, no Lunar Blessing.
It used to be really good as a Treads replacement, and now it feels a little weirder. Man, I always forget TA's 25 talent plus 7 refraction instances is just incredible. Like, you look at her buff bar, 11, 13. Good luck breaking through that.
Yeah, it is a lot. The Terrorblade doesn't need boots. Ever since we changed the Demon Seal, so he's like zooming. He does have Disperser as well, so basically has perma haste.
Speed demon. Can he even scale anymore? I guess he can buy Agnum Scepter. Not sure what else he can replace.
Are scanning.
Ooh, Dire Vision on that twin gate sees the fresh vision placed by the Radiant and the move up towards this Roshan pit top left corner. Smoke into smoke. This could be the fight. Game defining moments now.
Look
We've
at
got
the
plenty
base.
of buybacks.
Radiant's middle
Base
Yeah.
is dying. There's a bunch of creeps. There is no catapult, but someone needs to address this.
So Radiant going to start TPing back, right? Yeah, Puck goes back, and now we're in a 5v4. Luna, ooh, the blinks away. They get a bit of distance. Stun misses from Lion. Wall on the left side, but TB charges in towards the back lines. Easy
Good
pickings
stun.
on the supports. Good stun from Lil. The one that they've got takes down the Lion, and Avenge will follow quickly after. Darkseer did fall. 2 for 1 and a double buyback from the Radiant. Knowing how important this next Roshan's going to be. Oh, the Eclipse, look at that! Onto the Pugner, nearly caught the TB on the edge. Twin gate, he thought about using it. Holds on for now. And Roshan, 15 seconds, he's going to shift through the gate himself. Might be time just to pop through the portal.
Again, bottom is pushing in. It's being pinged out. Somebody needs to take care of this. And it's going to be Munkushi who TP'd down, and so did Cloud. So Roshan is going to Radiant side, and they're already prepping for it.
Off we wander. Migrating from one side of the map to the other. I see Cloud and Munkushi, they're down here.
scanning.
Sweden Strong's trying to join them. We're going to have to deal with mid-wave. Clear out bottom. Radiant scanning the pit as well, knowing that Klee are in the vicinity. Shira Jr. is doing a pretty good job shoving out top, but has to come down and join the rest. Young G is waiting for his moment to strike, but Munkushi, same story. Hidden in that smoke. Courier down. Not sure who killed it, but that was a refresher orb on it.
That's pretty big.
Luna's refresher down now for quite some time. Roshan, untouched as of yet. Moved into his summer home. No one's come visiting. And Klee contest this, don't they? They're going to let this go?
They're a bit slow. It goes down way too fast. With Bloodthorn and everything, I don't think they're going to be there on time. Yeah, it's done.
It's dead. It's gone.
Well,
Refresher shard on the Mars. Are they still going to fight this? They're pinging it and saying, hey, we've got a chance. Sweden Strong TP's out.
They got
The Mars
one.
does get caught. Vacuum into Scythe of Vice. And Cloud. And he's going to die here. Buyback is available, though.
okay, so one team pushes through the bottom lane, one team pushes through the top lane. Eventually, they're going to need to fight. 51 minutes, as we expected. This game going pretty late. But I believe Klee that they're in a good spot. They do have great lineup. You have Darkseer who's going for Aghanim Scepter next. Maybe he wants to pick up Aeon Disc before that. But yeah, he's super tanky. He can still upgrade his items. There's like a lot of room to grow. And of course, both supports. But these two hexes that they picked up now allows them to lock onto one target and kill it.
Something that they've been desperately missing for 52 minutes. Oh, this TA unloads a lot of damage quickly. Respect tries to swap, but dies with now. Ooh, no buyback. 92 seconds.
Uh-oh, big Monka moment coming. They've been trying to fight for 50 minutes, trying to take these Raxes on the top lane, but yeah, they were unable to do so, and now they need to fight this gigantic Terrorblade and TA.
Good luck, Luna. A lot rests on the shoulders of Munkushi here. Might be rapier time. Like, honestly, at this point, like, is a buyback even worth it? Oh, Chira. Chira Oh, baby, that's danger zone time. Puck
Uh-oh,
is
he
dead.
got
100
feared.
seconds.
No
Cleared
buy
out.
on him.
No.
It's not even close. He needs 400
400
gold.
gold. Oh, dear.
Okay, double hex into fear, and they're gonna go for the throne. They just want to end this game. One team has Aegis. Mars, he's in.
TB BKB's up. Luna trying to get in there with the Eclipse into the back lines. Let's see how much Mancusi can do. TB stands his ground and fires, gets stunned up. Sent skyward, still half HP. The Pugna draining and getting him back into fighting shape. This might be
Full
it.
HP.
They kill off the Luna. They do have this Aegis, second life for Mancusi, but the Terrorblade stands tall and strong, defeats the Luna. The Moon of Mayday has been crushed and crumbles in front of her. The Ancient's exposed, Glyph used up. Puck still dead for 50 seconds.
Yeah,
Go
this is done. Like, they just don't have enough. Heroes are dying, and they can focus down the throne. Luna,
Luna
in the
tries
middle
to
of
get
5
in.
heroes.
No amount of glaives bouncing is going to do the job for you there. It is Team Klee all the way home. Clear victors here in Game 3. No stun gaming, just waiting, biding their time, getting greedy and out-farming their opponents. Some might not call it Dota, but that was some real serious big brain stuff.
It really